Hey, it's Nick, your friend Nick. I'm going to talk to you about how this last week went with me making my first feature film, which I'm documenting all on this channel. Just went on a run, trying to get my body up with the stress of this script and writing. And I usually sit down and do these videos, but I don't know, I'm just feeling a little more casual today. So it's exciting. Next week, we have some kind of big milestones. April 15th, I have a goal to send my script to friends and people to read it and to give me some outside opinions. And that's what I've been kind of working up to. I've been writing. If you're new here, I've been writing every day since March 1st. We got the funding for my film, which is great. I did crowdfunding and so many people showed up. It was so amazing. And now I'm just kind of like reworking the script, crystallizing it a bit. Maybe I'm focusing too much on the script, but I kind of doubt it because I'm really trying to get the script in a good place that's shootable and that's clear. The way that I usually write, which I've talked about before on this channel, is I write very impulsively, and I think a lot of great stories come out that way. But part of what makes a really good story is also tact, and it's knowing what to keep, what to eliminate. And this whole week I've been writing, and to be honest, I'm in my head again, which is so not fun as a writer, because I keep fighting those demons saying that no one will understand this doesn't make any sense. And I know you're listening to this and you're kind of like, well, Nick, I don't know, I can't tell you anything. And yeah, I know, but if I was objectively not being emotional, I'd be like, Nick, your story is good enough to go. So we're there. It's just that I really want it to be amazing. And so yeah, but I believe it will. Part of being an artist is knowing that the process actually helps you make it better. You don't need it to be perfect before. There's so many people that honk. You don't need to make it, you don't have to make it before you get to the stages. So yeah, I have a couple more days before I send that script out. I have been kind of reworking the structure of it a little bit, but I'm going to be working towards that. And deadlines are never fun. They're a lot of stress, but it's needed because it helps you kind of force yourself to get out of your comfort zone and force you to kind of keep moving along. A lot of the reasons why films don't get made, where people give up, is because they don't move ahead. And they don't move ahead because it's scary. Sharing your art with people is scary. Sharing this movie with people is gonna be scary. Part of it is because you spend so much time on it, you care so much about it, and you really have to separate how people view it from yourself or what you want people to view it as. Kind of makes it more into reality. And it's gonna be nerve-wracking, sharing it with people and then sharing it with eventually a producer to get on board, and then a crew, and then actors. No one talks about this because everyone kind of fakes it, but you kind of have to be really, really, gung-ho about your project and be like, this is great, and I know it is, and it's weird. I know it is. All of this, I think that I'm feeling. Sorry for the cars. I think all that I'm feeling is just this. People are crazy here in LA. I'm just gonna tell you that. Jeez. The thing I'm feeling is just that I care a lot. I think that's really what it is. I just care a lot, and I really want this to be great. And there's a important switch where you just have to know it's gonna be. So we have some really cool updates coming soon. With that, I'm aiming for April 15th to get the script out. I'm gonna still keep writing. Hopefully I get some good general feedback. Something I've learned from doing this before with flowers is it's really important not to take what everyone says too seriously. What you're actually looking for, which I hope I'm going to do, is I'm going to send it to a good amount of people. It usually takes people some time to read it, but you're going to kind of see what the overlying reoccurring questions are or confusions, and you're going to note that. And you're going to see what's working, what's not, because the most valuable thing about why I'm giving it to people is to see what lands, what doesn't land, and if what I'm trying to create actually is resonating with people. Now, it's really tricky because part of being a filmmaker is when you write a script, it's in your head. So like when I make it, I know what it's gonna look like, feel like. But this is where it translates to being a good writer, is now I have to translate it all onto the page. So although I'm writing it, I'm gonna be shooting it, which is great. Now I have to figure out how to translate it on page. So yeah, I'm nervous, but I think we're close. And I think that the real answer to a lot of it is just simplifying a lot of things. And yeah, so that's good. The high of like this whole week is that I've been writing all the time and I'm having fun with it. And I'm really excited for it. And some of the lows is just some of the head stuff, mental stuff, and the pressure to kind of get the script, you know, ready for people to view. It's a little messy right now, not in a bad way, but I can definitely crystallize each scene a bit. So I'm going to do that for the next couple days, make sure it's readable, send it out. And then, yeah, I'm excited to shoot this thing. But yeah, so that's everything. If you have any questions on anything, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you like this style. Do you like it kind of more casual? Do you like me sitting down in the office? Give me your opinions. It helps me figure out how to do things. But yeah, I hope you have a really good day. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video on this journey. So yeah, I'll see you later. Bye. How do I do this? Let's see. Oh, we don't want to do that.